this interview, I talked to Brooklyn-based artist Avery Friedman. The day after we talked, her debut album came out. It was great to talk about community, self-trust, and exposure therapy with Avery, and also a little surprise at the end. The interview was recorded with an old recorder that I had called Olympus digital voice recorder, 7200. It's a little bit old, and you can tell because once you get into the interview, it's going to be a bit high pitched and very grainy, and you're going to feel like you're in a black and white movie from the 1930s or in a Midwest emo song kind of vibe. That's kind of the sound. It's very grainy and very rustic. I had a good time talking to Avery Friedman and hope you enjoy our conversation.
Hi, Avery. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. So by the time this interview will come out, your debut album will be out, and just a little bit of a check-in, even though I know we just said that, but more of like a general or tangible sense, like how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's your flow state like?
Do you see what's my glow state like?
Your flow state.
Oh, flow state.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty well. I've never released like a body of music before, so I definitely am feeling anticipatory and, not quite sure what to expect. But I'm just I'm very grateful of how the singles have been received, and I'm super excited for people to hear all these songs. It's like, I feel like I can't even compute that they will, so.
Yeah, that must be a cool feeling. So, how are you gonna, like a follow-up question, like are you just gonna let that all happen and everything fall into place? Or are you gonna be anxiously looking at anything, or?
Well, I surely will be anxiously looking at stuff. I probably will need to, you mean social media and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will need to pace my relationship to Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
But, yeah, I'm just I really hope that people, singles are awesome, and I think it's been so cool to get, pretty concentrated attention on 3 songs. But, yeah, I really love all the songs on this record, so I hope that, even if one person hears each other song on the record and resonates with them, I feel like I would love to hear about that. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the next question. Thinking along the line of encouragement, and I'm thinking of this just as artists in general, but specifically to you, it's something I always think about, like artists in their communities. So thinking along the line of encouragement from your community of artists, what kind of impact did Todd Slant and James Christman have on you, starting from the first time you played a song in front of them in a backyard post-show campfire in Ohio, to the recording studio, to the conception and fruition of your album, New Thing?
I feel like it feels redundant to say, but this definitely would not have existed, surely not in this form, without a lot of community support. And as evident in the title, New Thing, it is all super new for me. And so having more experienced musicians who I admire and who believed in me was so important. And just that initial sort of morale boost, but also a lot of hours were spent by both Felix of Told Slant and James, and we spent a lot of time working on this, and they were very encouraging of me to figure out how I wanted it to sound, and they were dedicated to making it happen, even if it meant we had to start over some recordings or just iterate on things and put in a lot of time. I think I continually found myself just in disbelief that they viewed it as worthy of their time in that way. Now I have a lot more self-trust, but I still am super grateful for that.
Awesome. Is it pronounced toad slant? Is that how you say it? I don't think I knew how to say it before.
It's told slant, like TOLD.
Yeah, so I said that wrong. So another question I have for you is, you've been performing live music as this music artist for 2 years. What are some differences or similarities of your experience from when you started allowing yourself to be in this vulnerable vocation to now?
I mean, oh wow, sorry, I'm sitting outside and I see a cat.
Is it a pretty cat?
It's cute, it's orange, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think the self-trust is a huge component. Like, I used to just literally not be able to eat or sleep before performing, even if it was something as small as like a backyard show. It just felt so scary to me, and I think after my initial shows, it really like took it out of me. From an anxiety perspective, I was like, I need to kind of exposure therapy myself, and so I've been playing like almost every month for the past year and a half, 2 years, and I feel like I've finally reached a point where performing is more exciting than anxiety-inducing for me.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously anxiety is so present and, like, helpful in a lot of ways, but, yeah, I just feel like, again, like, I just always come back to gratitude, and, this is something I thought I would always be too scared to do, and so I feel really happy that I'm able to be present on stage, and, I love playing with a band, and I think paying attention and listening to them and trying to make a concerted effort to feel connected to them while we're performing has been something that's been super grounding, and helped me sort of combat that. So anyway, yeah, I think the performance aspect of it's probably the most stark change.
Wow, that sounds really special. It sounds cool that you've like had this clear journey, and it's it's evolving and still, and you're seeing how it's affecting a relationship as you go on.
Totally.
I have one last question, and this question is so important. I did a little bit of a deep dive into your Instagram.
Oh, God.
And I saw a picture of you wearing a cap and gown with the big old maize and blue colors behind you.
Oh my gosh, you went deep.
Yeah, with a big old M. Did you go to the University of Michigan? This is very important.
I did, yeah.
Yeah? I had to ask you and just confirm that because I'm from Ann Arbor, and
oh my gosh.
And I bleed blue, so it's like...
I love Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm a huge Michigan fan. I mean, I don't really care about sports, but I used to want to live in Ann Arbor, and I had such a great time at that school.
Awesome. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cool, because that's my hometown, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually a music writer at the Michigan Daily, so there are overlaps.
A music writer at the Michigan Daily? What is that?
Yeah. Like I did kind of like what you do, like review albums. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for taking the time out of your day to do this interview. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to your album being out there in the world tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you so much for the support and for taking the time yourself as well, and go blue.
Go blue.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.